Hey guys, we're starting a challenge from the phone faces upward to getting our first payout. So if you are new to this channel, hey, I'm Chris Banks. So stay tuned with support, and this particular challenge will be insightful. So I'd like you to stay tuned. And I'm gonna walk you through the entire process of the entire challenge, all of the trades I'll be taking, everything gonna be documented in my mindset and everything in passing this particular account and then getting our first payout. Okay. So with no further ado, let's head down to our which is one of the mind-blowing thing about CoinTaker is that they have the statistic which for us trader, and that's why make profit one of the very insightful thing to do as a trader, right? Because it kind of show you your data, your own metrics, that if you're trading with your own capital, you wouldn't have seen those things, or probably you wouldn't have getting the rightful thing, whatever. But now it's seeing my statistics. So my average win is $20, $20, 11 cents, right? My average loss is $15. My profit factor is 1.3 on my trades, somehow better. So my winning ratio is just one. Am I getting this one? So my I think the HWM balance is $531, and my HWM equity 5,000 is $59. Okay. So the low my LWM balance is now 72. The equity here is 65. So far, how many trades I've taken? Let's see. How many trades I've taken? Okay, let's go with that. I think we're gonna get the data right below there. Okay. For no scratch, I journal for those of you don't know, I journal my trades. But every single trade I take is being journal. So I'm gonna take you guys to my journal so we can see the various trades I took and what was the decision leading to those trades when I was taking them, right? So we're gonna do that, and you guys can just stay tuned. So right here, just gonna see those trades that I took, right? The first trade I took $90, 42, and whatever. But with no further ado, let's just head down quickly to the journal so we can just see everything real insightful, which is outline. So you see this pink line you're seeing here, this pink horizontal line that you're seeing right here is what the challenge became from. So far I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades on this account so far, 5 trades, right? So this what it beginning. The first trade I ever took was GBUSD, and that was a sell, and this was a sell token. This was a loss, right? I got $26 just to trade, and I was aiming for 1 or 2, and in my strategy, this was executed in your push phase, right? And I was very confident about this. So this is one of the set that I don't mind, whatever happens, and confident about it. So see here, trade sub love. I can identify the lessons I learned, right? So you see up there, this asks for what did you learn? But for this trade, I couldn't identify the lessons learned, right? Like that's one of the trade that just didn't play out, even though it was good. As AKU USD, I bought and everything right here, and I took a break even. Now that I want to see the reason why 1 or 2 same thing, the boost phase, I was very confident. Trade close at break even. So now the lessons I learned here, which is very insightful for me. See, yeah? So the lessons here is that if price exists out of the POI and the follow-up candle is pulled into it, this could means a liquidity grab and confirms the direction of the price. So that is the case where you have your POI set up and then price just token stop loss. But in this case, what I've observed so far is that whenever price took your stop loss, the candle that have taken you out, right? If the next candle that prints after that candle goes in the opposite direction of that candle, that is usually a liquidity grab, and at that point, price will then go into your direction after you're pulling that. So saying that is like, okay, you can actually get a second entry, and then your stop loss can go below the low that took you out, right? Which is very insightful. I learned that, and I've been using it so far. So the other trade I took here is Euro USD sell, and this was okay. The break even trade 1 or 2, $7 to gain confidence. Trade close at break even. So reduce your initial risks. So the lesson I learned is reduce your initial risks based on the setups, right? So this wasn't one of my good setups, right? It just wasn't one of the good setup, right? So I had to reduce the risks I was putting on it, and that was what happened. I had to reduce the risks I was putting on it. So that's a lesson I learned. So that whenever you're not going for a setup that's not too great, you have to reduce the risk. But I have a mass on the challenge. I have a mass, risk I can do. That's 0.5% of my capital. But there are times I go below 0.5%. I don't go above 0.5%. That doesn't apply to going above. If you're confident too much, that means you risk more. No. It only applies to the fact that I'm not too confident in the setup, but then it's my setup, but that's not the best one, and then I have to take it in. So in that case, I have to reduce my risks on it, so I don't, mess things up. Uh, the next one was GBUSD. So this time this was win, and I don't know if this wins or what, because it doesn't it didn't hit my take profit, but for the $2 in profit, there was a push face. So like I noticed that I'm trading the push face a lot, man, a lot. So confident, very confident. Trade close at trading stop loss. So what happened was price has gone in my favor already, and price has reached the 1 or 2 hour max. But at this point, I had a resistance level for which I knew, okay, if price do this, that means that price is going on. The trend now is reversing. So that's one thing we trader will have to understand, that there are point in time the market start to move against you, right? It's okay for the market to move against you, but when the market is moving against you, you have to be very clear about, okay, when to get out, right? Because getting into the trade is one thing, it's one very big thing, but you have to also understand when exactly is that time to get out, right? So that also helping that I was confident, and then trade close at trading stop loss, because I'll adjusting my stop loss while the trade was going on. And they think I can identify lessons learned, right? I need that already. So like this particular I can identify lesson learned, which is just something like that. So the next was GBUSD I took yesterday, and that was a buy, and it was a loss, by the way, $19. Okay, so see, why did I reach $19? So the lesson I learned from this trade, I said whenever you don't have a profitable setup, you have to reduce your risk. That was what happened. So I knew the seller was too great, right? And then going to it, I just, okay, you know what, let me just reduce what I'm putting on it, even though it was somehow great. And the trade actually did play out. After taking me out, the same the rules that says that when price take you out, there's usually a liquidity grab right there, and then price tend to go in your direction. That's what happened in this particular case. After I got in that, maybe I could show you guys the trade, but this is it. And so we got this thing, confident, not too confident. So what happens in my journal, right? If there's a confident with an exclamation mark, that shows that, hey, I'm not too confident, man. So these are trades I'm not too confident about, so I got the exclamation mark. And then my trade hit stop loss. And okay, what did I learn? The lesson learned is that be cautious if the 4 hour is forming an opposite candle and you are trading against it. So in this case, the reason why I even had to reduce my risk, because I wasn't confident in the why, because the 4 hour was already forming an opposite candle. And in the case, it just means prices, okay, bro, price is coming, all right? So that was it, and I had to reduce my risks, and I learned that as well. So guys, so far this is where the challenge has been. So far this is where it has been. So going back, we have this our equity screen here. Everything is legit, and I'm gonna be documenting everything. Every single trade I will be taking is gonna be documented, so you guys can follow to be able to learn the strategy I use, and to be able to also help yourself, because the process of me going ahead to journal those things is not okay. It's for me at one, right? Because I want my future self to be to look back on those moments and be able to, okay, bro, you was doing what you could do at that time, even though maybe you're foolish in it. But another thing is to help other traders out there, right? So I've been trading. June will be 1 year trading now, so I'm not the best of the best that you can find, but I got something that you probably need, okay? And this is gonna help you if you can just stay tuned, follow it and everything. And I hope it helps you, man. I really do hope it helps you in a way that it does. Whether it can be it psychology, it can be it setups, it can be it how the trade happens, and what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, and everything. And if you guys are interested, you guys can tell me so I can even add vlog to this channel, right? So maybe you guys can see what my day looks like, because I'm out of beta, bro. You see the so I'm a validator as well, right? I train. That's what I'm saying. So I can, also take you guys to the gym, right? Isn't that cool? So guys, stay tuned. Stay best by the best, and peace, right? Squares Banks, remember. And one more thing, gotta subscribe, bro. Subscribe. If you're watching this video right now, that means you're enjoying it. And if you want to see more of this content, or you want to get insightful of the challenge, go ahead and subscribe, okay? Subscribe and like this video, okay? So guys, stay tuned.